out of the desire to get all of our processes, our holistic processes, our trainings into one platform. So I'm going to share a bit of my experience before I go right into the course. Now, as someone who struggled with our finances, the desires to, spend more time with my family, with my children, I needed to find a way to get into, a more lucrative career path that is also going to give me the financial freedom with my family and all. And I decided to transition into tech about 6 or 7 years ago. And I would say it's like the best decision of my life. Yes. So starting my tech journey wasn't particularly easy, in the sense that I had to experience and do all of it, all of the whole journey and everything by myself, right? And it was a struggle. It was a major struggle. However, I successfully transitioned into tech, and in upskilling as a business analyst, I had a lot of challenges. I'm either trying to learn theory from a particular school, and then I'm trying to learn practicals from another school, and then I'm trying to learn I'm trying to learn project management and all of that from another school. And I just decided, you know what, if there are a lot of people like me who would prefer to have everything from one platform, then we might as well do this for people. That's part of the reason why Nibiant is here. We're positioned to raise the top 1% Africans in tech through our courses in data science, data analysis, and business analysis. However, in this course, we're going to be having fun, studying business analysis and getting into the reason why business analysis is preferred over It's preferred over project management. And then we're going to do 1 or 2 practicals along the way. I hope you're excited to be in this class. If you are, please let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your hands. Wave to me. Let me know you are here and I'm not speaking. Oh, excellent. Good to have you here. Okay, so I'm just going to be sharing my screen. Thank you, Levi. It's going to be an interactive session. So please, don't think I'm here to just teach. I'm here to understand you. You're here to understand me, and we're here to have fun. And probably by the end of this course, we would all be leaving this training session as business analysts. So I'm just going to be sharing my screen. Let me do that right now. Okay. If you can see my screen, please let me know. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yeah, I can see the screen. Oh, this is the lady I saw on the ad. Wow.
Hi. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So we're going to be going straight into the class. We'll have our co-host here, Abdul Mumin, is going to be attending to us as well. So if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat box, and it's going to be responding to you real time. I, on the other hand, will focus on ensuring that you understand what I'm here to do, which is training you in business analysis and also enlightening you on what best to do as a business analyst. So here's the introduction to business analysis. Like I mentioned earlier, Nebiant Analytics is committed to raising the top 1% tech giants in Africa, offering courses in data analytics, data science, and business analysis. And our overall objective is, the overall overview of this business analysis class is basically for you to learn the essential role of business analysis, and also introducing you to process mapping, being able to gain the fundamental knowledge that you need to create and also analyze your maps for business improvement. I see that a couple of us that are here, we have just a minute. Can you see my screen very well? Is it clear enough?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I see that a lot of us here are professionals, we're into career. Some of us might be looking to transition into tech. Some of us just want to upskill and get better. Some of us have no idea what to do, and you're basically like, okay, what's next for me, right? So I'm just going to be showing you the roadmap to becoming a business analyst while you taste a bit of what we offer here, right? So what is the role of a business analyst? A business analyst basically identifies the business needs, they conduct feasibility studies, and then design solutions. They bridge the gap between stakeholders and IT teams. So in simple terms, when you hear things like, oh, I'm a business analyst, oh, I'm an IT business analyst, a business analyst is basically a middleman, someone who helps to make, when you are talking to a tech person, they might be using a lot of big grammars that you don't understand. And then when you're talking to the stakeholders might not be able to understand the software development team or anybody else, right? Everybody's speaking their own language. As the business analyst, you are an interpreter. You're basically meant to ensure that this person on this side understands this person, and then the goal of the company is achieved. And what is the goal of the company? Growth, visibility, profit, impact, right? Those are some of the objectives of most of the companies that we work with. And as a business analyst, you are basically entitled with the responsibility to ensure that there is clear understanding around every single thing, purpose, project, whatever is going on in the company at that particular time. You play a crucial role in project success by ensuring that business requirements are met, and then also improving the processes, thereby reducing costs and increasing revenue. If as a business analyst, right, you cannot help a company who is not growing to become better in a stipulated period of time, then you're not doing your job. You are meant to get into a system and then start to find loopholes, begin to help to solve problems, right? And then provide very viable solution. As someone who has been in the field for a really long time, I hear a lot of people talk, oh, strategy, go to market strategy and all of that. And then when there are no solutions as to that strategy, when there are no executable plans, I just tell myself, this is not a strategy. So this is not an analyst. So you're not just meant to find the problem, you're also meant to give a solution. And the solution that you give as a business analyst must be executable within the budget of the company and possibly even lower, right? So you must always think solution as a business analyst. Now, this call is basically also to tell you the difference why people would pick business analysts over project managers. A business analyst is more holistic. They're kind of like all-rounder. You understand the processes of the company. You understand almost every aspect of the company, the organizational structure, the cultural structure, the impact structure, the profit structure, every aspect of it, you understand it. And you can actually embody the role of a project manager. But a project manager cannot be a business analyst. You see, as a BA, you can't be a project manager. There are some companies that when they want to hire, they will ask for a business analyst that has experience as a scrum master or as a project manager, because most times business analysts can take the roles of project managers. We use the same set of tools. We are organizers. We are people that help things make sense. Yeah, difficult situations, we make them look and feel and, become lighter and less problematic. And what is the job of a project manager? To manage. And the whole essence of a business analyst is not just to provide solutions, but also manage whatever troubles comes out of the solutions. Are we still following me? Let me see your thumbs up. Are we following? Awesome. So pardon me, I have to juggle between two so I can see you guys. So now there are some frameworks that are used in business analysis, and we have two very important ones. We have the waterfall framework and then the agile framework. There are different aspects to it. What do we mean by frameworks? Frameworks are basically frameworks, okay? Like a pattern. You use this pattern to achieve this particular goal. Now, when you're looking at a framework, we are doing comparisons here, and I'm going to explain to you why a lot of companies no longer follow the waterfall aspect of business analysis. They are more into the agile framework. Now, when you look at the approach of waterfall, it's basically linear, sequential, which means we all know what waterfall is. It is going up and then coming down. There is just one line to it, which particularly means if a person in the company has not finished their own process, the next person cannot start. So the success and life cycle of a project is greatly determined by whoever is handling a particular role at that particular point in time. However, for agile, it is more iterative and incremental, which means while you are doing get on it, everybody is working at the same time. And then we can reiterate, we can get on meetings, change things real time, and then we don't have to be stalled waiting for someone to complete. When you talk about flexibility of this approach, waterfall is really low. It's kind of like really difficult to change things because of the length of process that must have gone through from the beginning to the end. When you want to make changes, you're like, are we doing another 3 months of this sprint? But in agile, it is easy to adapt to change because everybody is working at the same time. And you basically can just say, you know what, make changes to this, let's implement tomorrow. So the agile framework is more receptive, basically, and it has a lot more benefits for companies that are implementing this. So as a business analyst, you can come across these words. So when you do, you want to now, I'm going to be calling you guys business analysts already because, yeah, that's the goal of this call, right? So you want to be familiar with these processes. You want to be familiar with these words because you're going to encounter it on a regular basis. Now, when you talk about documentation, waterfall is extremely detailed and very bulky. Here, it's just like having to do projects. And then you have to now make the whole project documents first and everything. And then someone supervises. And the whole process is really long. But with agile, the instructions are clear. That's why we use things like Jira and the rest with backlogs where you can impute the task and whatever of everybody in very simple and clear descriptions. This way, everyone is particularly focused on the goal. But with the waterfall extensive and detailed documents, there is a lot of confusion. You might understand a particular paragraph, and then by the time you are getting to the end of that document, you've forgotten what you read initially, and then there is just a lot of drama with waterfall. When you talk about involvement of customers, waterfall is limited. It's limited to the beginning of the process and then to the very end of the process. Let's assume we're building an app. If we're using the waterfall framework, we only ask for the input of the consumer or the customer at the beginning of the app development, and then at the end when we need to test. And if at the end a test process is going on, right, and then there is something that needs to be changed from what was added at the beginning, you can see the length of time that was wasted. I don't know if you get. So, but with agile, there are tests and processes going on immediately. So I'm going to give a typical example as to when we were building our website at Nibians. Right, there were some things, there were some implementations that were going on that were happening real time, and we had a test period where we needed to use it like an end user, and we had a time where everyone in the team took down feedbacks from what they experienced using the app, and then everybody had a document where they wrote their feedback down, and that feedback was sent to the developer, and the developer implemented immediately. Now imagine we were using waterfall in our company. We wouldn't be able to give any form of feedback to the end of the process where the developer must have done it. But as we all know, most times, software developers, how they see the website is entirely different from how we, the end users, would see it. So these are the advantages of using Agile over waterfall. And then, like I mentioned, the testing phases is late. But in Agile, it's continuous. We have some changes that we need to do real time every day. For example, we have an event coming up on the 27th of July in Lekki. We just send a document to the developer. Okay, we need a landing page for this particular event, and it goes live. But for waterfall, that's difficult. Okay, and then when you talk about the project suitability, waterfall is actually well-defined projects with clear requirements. But for agile, that's one advantage of waterfall anyway. But for agile, the projects keep evolving, the requirements keep evolving, because people get creative with agile. There is no, so I like to say, most times I like to say agile has people with growth mindsets there, while waterfall has people with the fixed mindset. If we understand the logic behind fixed and growth mindset, we'll get the gist of waterfall and agile. So with the growth mindset, you are very creative. You are not stuck at a particular place. You are not like, oh, this was working before, so we can't make any changes. Let's stick to it. With agile, it's just like the name. You're very agile to your delivery, your implementations, your suggestions, whatever. It is more, interactive with agile as compared to waterfall. Are we good? How is it going, guys? Let me hear you.
It's going awesome.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go to the next thing I would like us to know before going into process mapping: stakeholder analysis. Most times when I was transiting into tech, and then I started to hear languages like the stakeholder requirements gathering, there's someone that needs to mute their mic, please. Stakeholder analysis, requirements gathering, whatnot and whatnot. It sounded big, but getting into the system, I understood that these things are not dramatic. It's very easy. Before you talk about stakeholder analysis, you want to ask yourself, who is a stakeholder? So there's someone that needs to mute their mic. Okay, done that. So when you talk about a stakeholder, who is a stakeholder? A stakeholder is basically anybody that has an impact in a particular project. Stakeholder analysis is basically the process of identifying individuals or groups of people that are affected or can influence a project and understanding their needs, interests, and levels of influence. There's a simple way I like to explain this, and that is this: if you want to host an event, there is someone who is sponsoring the event. There's someone that gives you the money for the event. That's a stakeholder. There are people that have impact that without them, this event will not be successful. The videographer, the photographers, these are stakeholders. Now, the consumers, most people don't think that consumers are stakeholders, but they are. Because at the end of the day, who are you doing business for? Consumers are also stakeholders. So when you are working on a particular project, conducting stakeholder analysis is basically you being able to say, okay, who is this stakeholder? Who are the people that has influence? Who are the people that has impact on this particular project? There are some people that have really high influence. There are some people that with or without them, the project will be successful. But there are some people that they are the middle ground. Yeah, stakeholder analysis is basically you being able to identify these guys and then categorize it. Now, there are some techniques that are very effective when we want to talk about stakeholder engagement. We have communication, regular updates and feedbacks, building relationships, stakeholder engagement metrics, conflict resolution, and the rest. Most times when people want to apply for a job, the first soft skill they get to write is effective communication. But truly, when we look at it, when we think back on our careers and then we look at the people that we've worked with, not everybody has effective communication. But as a business analyst, it is not an option. You see that communication is number one, because as a business analyst, you typically, you could even be a reporter. You talk almost every day. You hold meetings almost every day. You engage with stakeholders. By the time you are done engaging with stakeholders, you're engaging with the software developers, you're engaging with the project manager, the scrum master, and all of that. Being able to clearly articulate what you are saying. Eloquence is not clarity, please. Let's not mix it. Being eloquent is excellent, but eloquence is not, it's not necessarily clarity. You need to be able to have all forms of communication to be a successful business analyst. And then someone will ask, what of an introvert? Can an introvert succeed in this role? Anybody can succeed in this role. As long as you are able to understand the purpose, what is the purpose of this meeting I'm going in for? or what's the purpose of this communication I'm about to have? Establishing how and when stakeholders will be communicated with, ensuring transparency and the rest. Your meetings don't have to be long for them to be effective. See, at the core of it, a business analyst is someone that has efficiency at the back of their mind, effectiveness at the back of their mind every single day. You think on the spot, you make decisions on the spot, not decisions without data, not decisions that are not backed by proper analysis, okay? But you need to be able to know when and how to get these words that you are trying to process. Because if at the end of the day, as a business analyst, you can't communicate, what are you doing there? When, first of all, the software developer, he's struggling to explain what Python is, and then the stakeholder is telling you, I want this to be implemented, and the software developer is saying it can't be because of XYZ. You, as a business analyst, you are not the one that has to sit down with these thoughts, gather them together, document it properly, and then explain it in a way that everybody understands your ABCD. The ABCD that you speak is different from everybody's own, right? So you are an interpreter. So communication, it's a must as a BA. It's a must, right? And then when we talk about regular updates and feedbacks, for regular updates, you need to keep the stakeholders informed. You are not working in isolation. That's why you don't necessarily need to befriend everybody, but you need to be friendly with everybody, because there's a time where you will need an information from someone. And then if you are not in a good space with that person, how difficult will the process be? As a BA, we are light in our communications, our demeanor, and whatnot, because there are a lot of processes of communication that goes on. You need to give good feedback. You need to keep your stakeholders informed and involved in your whole processes, your collaboration, and whatnot. And then, what are the methods? Regular status updates, feedback surveys, workshops, review meetings, stand-up meetings, and all that. Building relationships. This is an important aspect of effective communication. How? You need to strengthen the trust and support from your stakeholders. If they don't trust you, you can't have a successful project. And then you can't even move on to the next project. You need to build trust with your team members. You need to build trust with your stakeholders. And then the best way for you to be able to build trust is to have one-on-one meetings, events, have informal gatherings and all of that. You need the people in the company and also the outsiders to understand that, see, as a BA, I'm here for everybody. I don't pick sides. I just pick what's best and then find a way everybody begins. Yes, please.
Sorry, a lot of people are complaining that they can't see your screen or hear what you're saying.
Okay, let me check that.
But it's working fine in my own, I don't know.
So whoever is having that challenge is having network issues, please. The person can log out and log back in. Can everybody hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly.
Yeah, I can clearly, yeah.
Is it better now? Can you see my screen now?
Okay, the person says you can now, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
okay, thank you very much for bringing that to my notice. Thank you. Okay, so we are on building relationships, right? You have to be able to relate easily to these people that you're working with, your stakeholders and all of it. And then we have stakeholder engagement metrics. You need to be able to identify appropriate engagement strategies for different stakeholders. Now, I'm going to use a very simple example. If you are a parent or you've worked with children, you would see that if you have 5 children, all 5 of them are different. If you engage with each of them the same way, you get entirely different results. I only have 2, and the engagement strategies are different. Now, as a BA, you need to understand that this stakeholder prefers probably this line of communication or prefers to be spoken to in this manner. And then this stakeholder prefers to be spoken to in this manner. When you're able to understand that, you are now, going to find the different ways to get these people to understand the same language. So you have to be vast as a BA. Mentally, your capacity has to be large because you're going to be dealing with different sets of humans, different kinds of people. All right. And by the time you're able to find the engagement strategies that resonate with that particular stakeholder, then you provide information and updates. You ask them for feedback and inputs, and then you involve them in the decision-making process, partnership, collaborations, and whatnot. You just make everybody flow. This makes the project move faster and also gain better results. Now, conflict resolution. When you're applying for jobs as a business analyst, there is something during interviews, there's something they like to ask. Have you ever had a difficult problem that you needed to solve where a stakeholder was very difficult to handle? If you're not a peacemaker as a BA, to be honest, it's going to be a struggle for you, because when you're working with a team of people who do not know how to communicate, that's why you need to be a good and effective communicator. When you're working with a set of people who don't know how to communicate, you are the mitigator. You come in, you address the situation, mitigate the conflicts that may arise between stakeholders to ensure that the project progresses. Because at the end of the day, if this person is not fine with a particular thing and this person is not okay with, and then everybody is not okay with it, there is no progress. You are the progress union, the progress union of the company. You are the one that ensures that everybody moves. There can be no weak link when a BA is in a system, because that's your job, to find the weak link, to either strengthen the weak link or find a way to get the weak link out of the way, to strengthen the chain of communication and then the chain of the whole process of the company. Okay, so you are basically a mediator, you are a negotiator, and then you are what's it called? You are a conflict resolutor. So these are some of the things that sorry, I went a bit too fast. Okay, great. So see that these are some of the things that we are looking at when we are trying to work on the frameworks of business analysis. Now, just to take your mind back a bit, business analysis is basically the practice of enabling change in an organization, and then by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders. And a business analyst, or the process of business analysis, is very important because it ensures that the business needs are accurately identified and solutions are effectively implemented, enhancing efficiency and productivity. Now, I want to talk about the key skills and competencies of a BA. There are a lot. Who is a BA? I'm just going back so that we understand before we get into process mapping. Your role is to bridge the gap between business needs and technical solutions. Now, what are your key skills? You have to be very analytical. You need to be able to think, critical thinking, ability to analyze data. You need to be able to understand trends. You need to be able to make data-driven decisions. Now, when you see these words, they sound so big, but they're really easy. And these are things that we basically do on a regular basis. If you are in business, right, and then you need to make a data-driven decision. Let's say, for example, you sell clothes and you ran a particular advert, or you had a particular sale during a particular time of the day or the week or the month, and you realize that your business made more money at that time than the rest of the months. What will be the data-driven decision at that particular time? Oh, based on the data, the amount of people we had, the amount of sale we had, we made more money at this point. So what should we do? We need to invest more in this season for our business. That's a data-driven decision. What is the data there? The data you collected, the number of people you sold to, how much they paid, the kind of goods that you sold, that's data. So when you see things like data-driven decisions, it's not that deep, right? And these are decisions that we make on a daily basis. You look at your income and you see that, oh, you spent more money on a particular thing, and then you start to ask yourself, why? Why is analysis? Analysis is you asking the why of a situation. You tear everything apart. Why did I waste money this month? What's the challenge? Oh, I spent more time on Instagram, and because I saw people buying a lot of bone straights, I got tempted, and then I bought too many bone straights that I do not need, and now I'm broke. So what should you do next month? Implementation, right? Next month, I will not buy. Now, like I said, as a BA, you provide solutions that are easily executable. Now, if you say next month you will not buy, how? You reduce your consumption of Instagram or social media, you open a piggyvest account where you immediately automatically save a particular amount, right? So even if the next month you buy 2 bone straight, it will not be compared to the 10 bone straights that you bought the first month because you have added 1 or 2 processes. Remember, I said a BA improves processes. Now you've improved your process. You've gotten a solution, and then it has been very executable because, to be honest, it's very executable, right? That way, you see that as a BA, we literally do these things on a daily basis. What now makes you a professional BA? Being able to take structured courses and then being able to do structured things with the nomenclatures. For example, drawing up a document is okay, but drawing up a business requirement document has processes in place. That's what now makes you a professional BA. If not, we literally are all BAs. I don't know. Are we still in this meeting? Do we understand how far we've gone? Okay.
Yeah, we're seeing it. We are seeing it.
Excellent. All right. So communication skills, technical knowledge. There is a lot in business analysis. It's not that deep, like I said, but then you need to know, for example, we have things like SWOT analysis, we have things like gap analysis, we have RACI matrix, proficiency in business analysis tools and techniques, and helping you, and understanding of IT systems and the rest helps you to become a better BA. That's why I said when I was transitioning into this field a couple of years back, there was a particular school that taught me this, and then they were just focused on the theory. And theoretically, it made sense. But there are some practical aspects of business analysis that you might not be able to get anywhere else, or you might not have to learn from different schools. You take Power BI here, you take Excel here, you take this here, you take that here. But with Nibiant, we are bringing it all. That's why I said it's a holistic process, making you, a better BA with both the technical knowledge and also the theoretical knowledge, as well as the soft skills that you need to become a better one. All right. So we've dealt with this, identifying stakeholders and all of that. And yes, the tools and techniques for business analysis. Now, there are commonly used tools: Microsoft Excel, SQL, and Jira. It's not difficult. That's why we are here. Okay. Excel is something that is widely used. It's used for data analysis. Please mind you, as a BA, you're going to do a little bit of data analysis, visualization with Power BI and the rest, right? Excel functionalities, which includes pivot tables, charts, formulas, making it a versatile tool for business analysts. And then you're going to be doing SQL, essentially learning how to query and manage a bigger database. Why do you need SQL when you have Microsoft Excel? It's because there's a limitation with Excel. There's how far Excel can go, right? It's just like saying, why do I need a plane when I have a car? Yeah, you can't use a car to get to US, yeah? But you can use a plane to get to US. So that's the essence of SQL. This helps you to manage a larger set of database with more. For example, you're working with a company that, like Facebook can be using Excel to manage their data. They have to use databases, which helps you to have a whole lot more, data from your customers and whatever that you are doing. And Jira, this is one of my favorite tools. It's great for project management. It helps you to track. Jira is basically used to manage and track the process of projects, particularly in agile environments. It also helps in planning sprints and the rest. Now, we have other techniques that are really interesting. We have gap analysis, which is a technique used to compare the current state of a process, the system, organization, and then the desired future state. Now I'm going to explain gap analysis because I like it. What is gap analysis? It's basically you being able to say, okay, this is something that's happening in the company. And then if we are able to fill this gap, we'll be able to compress the process. Let's say, for example, a particular company that you're working with, HR, they run interviews and then they manually collect CVs, they manually do the interviews, they manually do the calls and all of that. These processes can be automated. And then as a BA, you introduce these processes and systems that will help the company get better, saves the company cost. Remember, you must always save costs. And then you increase the rate at which they are able to deliver on their project. So if, say, for example, the HRO takes 2 months to recruit a particular person into the company, which will delay time of delivery of a particular project, yeah, you've been able to identify the gap in that process or system, and then offering an automated option that is implementable, you will shorten that process and then save the company more money, buy the company more time, make the company more money. So you're saving money, you are buying time, you are increasing profit as a BA, right? So before I move into the process mapping aspect of this course, I would like to take some questions. So let me have some questions. I'm going to take just 1 or 2 questions and then we can move on. Is there anybody that has been confused from the beginning? Any question? Do we have questions? Okay, hi, Wisdom.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, my question, sincerely, I have been following from the beginning. Your explanation are very, very explicit. I like it. It's just that I was cut off shortly after you begin to explain. So I was
Oh,
cut off.
I
But
apologize.
yeah, when I reconnected back, I find out that you have gone far. But so far, from the time I'm cut off to now that I reconnect back, I'm capturing what you are saying, and I believe
Awesome.
that I am in for the class. So like no delay, I'm in for the full class. It's quite
Awesome.
interesting.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Any other question? So far, do we understand the benefits of being a business analyst? Do we understand the roles of a business analyst, and all are excellent? All right. Okay. So let's go into process mapping. I love process mapping, and I'll show you how and why. Right? Yes. So let's make this bigger. So introduction to process mapping, one of my favorite aspects of business analysis. So what are the benefits of process mapping? It helps you to, enhance clarity and understanding. Now, I'm just going to, you see the glasses that I put here, it's not because I'm trying to make the slides fine. It's that process mapping is basically you giving medicated glasses to everybody on the team so they can see well. Make things clear. Process mapping is clarity. It is you compressing a whole process or whole project into one document. And then everybody can see, oh, from this stage, we move to this stage, we move to this stage, we move to this stage, and then we land here. It's simple, it's clear, it's succinct. You don't have too many jargons, too many languages in a process map. You use the easiest words, use the simplest words, because at the end of the day, the essence of process mapping is so that anybody who looks through that document, that particular process that you've mapped, can say, okay, I can follow this process and I'll get the same results. Now, I'm going to use a very simple example. A lot of times we used to ask our uncles, how did you make money? And then they say, oh, it's by God's grace. Yes, the grace of God is there, but what did you do? And it's something I like to use as an example, because in this part of the world, you don't get to hear a lot of people tell you what they did to get to where they are, right? But if we had, let's say as children growing up, we had that map, the roadmap. A process is basically a roadmap. Process mapping is basically a roadmap. We had a roadmap where they say, okay, this is what you do at age 5, spend 2 hours daily studying so and so. And then when we get to age 6, and then there is a detailed document, a detailed write-up or whatever as to what to do. And then we get to the age of 20, or you make this kind of friends. If you have friends like this, don't talk to them. If you have friends like this, talk to them. So that's going to be like, you have friends like this, yes, okay, don't talk to them. Do this process. You have friends like this, no, talk to them, do this process. So if we had that clear map, we'd have amazing results, right? Though sometimes a lot of people have the privilege to get the roadmaps, but they don't implement, which is also why a BA is there. You help people, with the implementation process. So what are the benefits? enhance clarity and understanding. And then the next is it helps to identify inefficiencies and bottlenecks. When you get into the course, the advanced business analysis course, honestly, you would not want to stop, because we're going to be doing things like the current state, the future state. Okay, where are we right now? Why are we doing things manually? Can we automate this process? Why are we sending emails through Box? Can't we use Gmail and all of that? Those are process improvements that you're going to be doing. So process maps helps you to identify inefficiencies, bottlenecks, and areas of waste within a process. You save time. You are a time saver as a BA. When you analyze the visual representation, business analysts can pinpoint steps that do not add value or that slow down the process. So as a BA, for you to even move to the solution aspect of your process implementation, you have to understand what is the current state. So when you get into a company, you ask them, how do you guys do stuff? And then they explain to you, oh, when we want to sell a particular product, we send messages to everybody on our WhatsApp, and that's about 3,000 messages. And then we send it for the next 1 month. When we're done getting 3,000 people to respond, we do this, and you're like, oh no, I'm going to improve the process. How about to spend 10,000 naira daily running adverts, or spending a little bit money, a little bit of cash? We're going to get more people into the group within a day, and then we can start to sell. When we sell, 10% of that goes back into adverts, and then the process is repeated. You saved them 30 days because you literally took whatever they were doing into 1 day, and they just needed to spend 10,000, and then they get the result. So that is what process mapping helps you do as a business analyst. And then it also helps to facilitate the process improvement channel. With a clear understanding of your current process, business analysts can now make more easily identify opportunities for improvement, and also process maps serves as a foundation for re-engineering efforts. Okay, and then we have compliance and documentation. It helps in documenting the processes, which is essential for regulatory compliances. Now I'm going to explain this. I'm sure we understand, but I'll just chip in a little something here. So let's say, for example, you were in the company, and then you documented your process very well. Like you actually had a very good process mapping. If you leave the company and someone takes over, the person doesn't struggle. All they just need to do is bring out that document and tell the person, okay, take 1 week during your onboarding, take 1 week to study this process, and then you'll be able to know what the other person was doing, and you can continue from wherever they stopped. That's why you must be very good with process mapping. Okay, so when they continue, things are easy, and then that person continues from wherever you stop to map their processes. So it's easy. That way there is continuity. There is a flow, right? And then this helps with, like I said, quality management, quality control, and all of that. We don't have a graphics designer that was doing XYZ, and then a new one comes, and then it changes everything, and then a new one comes, it changes everything. There are templates. Yes, that's the word. There are templates that you use to now do these things to make it easy. And then you see, even if the company has been existing for 20 years, and then we've had employees come and go, the company looks same, and it feels like it's the same set of people that have been working in this company for long, because there are proper documentations of every process. Now this is one of the things that you use for process mapping. This oval shape here, it's called the start or the end. So you use it at the beginning of a process and then the end of a process. And then you have the oval representation. It's basically an oval representation of the start and the end process. Now the arrow is for direction. It helps you to show, okay, left, right, center, wherever we are, right? A line is a connector that shows relationships between the representative shapes. So if this is your process and then you want to move to your task bar, this is the task, whatever, input and output, you use this arrow. You don't just draw this. You use this arrow. We're going to have a bit of practical on it to see how, it's enjoyable to do. It's actually a very nice process. It's a parallelogram which represents input and output. If you want something going in, you use this. If you are talking about something coming out, you use this basically. And this is your process. A rectangle represents a process, and this is your decision box. Decision box, what you have there is mostly questions like, okay, did this happen? Yes or no? Yes or no. Okay. And then a diamond indicates a decision, right? swim lane, same thing. I'm going to show us a practical example of what this is. And I'm also going to be sharing this document with us at the end of the class. So we have the ovals, the rectangles, the diamonds, the arrows, and the circles. Now, before we go to the next steps, I would like for us, how many of us are ready to get into a bit of practical before 7 p.m.? Let's do a bit of process mapping. Who is ready? Are you on with, did you join with your laptops? Did you join with your, I don't know if you would have something seamless with your phone, but how many of us joined with our laptops and we are ready to get into a bit of practicals here? Yay, exciting, Ayomide, excellent. So by the end of this class, I would also like to see your own process. Okay, awesome. Who else is ready? So we're going to use a very basic, let's go, we're running out of time. So we're going to use a very basic process mapping tool. Let's make use of draw.io. So one thing I love about tools is that they don't make you think too much. You know, when you are using tools like this, they just, I think I'm just going to go through this. If you can still see my screen, please let me know. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, we.
Okay. Okay, trying to get this on.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Right, let's see what's causing the delay. So if you've opened your own draw.io, please let me know. Is yours opening over there? Has anyone been able to get into their draw.io? Tolu, Ayomide, have you been able to get into yours? Okay, blessing. Okay, great.
Mine's open now.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I'll use Lucy Chart. I have no idea. So there are a lot of process mapping tools. Sometimes they would ask you, have you used MSVCO? That's also a process mapping tool. Okay, there are a lot of them. So whichever one works for you, or whichever one that your company, okay. So let's try again. Okay, seems like this is a network challenge. Okay, great. So let's make a free diagram. So we'll cut down the process. So typically you're meant to sign in. So let's make a free diagram. I want to do something quick so we can understand how process mapping works. But so far, how has it been? Hope we're enjoying the class and we're all feeling like we're already BAs. You can see that being a business analyst is not that deep. You can see that transitioning from whatever role that you are in is easy, because honestly, as a BA, you can transition. We have people that have transitioned from accounting, people that have transitioned from engineering. As long as you understand the basics of becoming a BA, right? You can move from wherever you are right now to be. And there's something I like to tell people. Taking courses in business analysis does not necessarily mean you have to be a BA. Also, oh, that's exciting. It helps you if you're already working in a company and then you take this particular course and then you tell your company people, I just took this course. Right now, I can implement Excel. I can use Power BI to optimize do a visualizing to visualize our dashboard that we would use for our next meeting. I can, query our languages and just see what's going on with the business. I can help this company optimize their process. You realize that you would easily get promoted, because at the end of the day, you have grown smarter in just 3 months. You've learned a lot. You understand what gap analysis is. And then when they are saying things in the meeting, you are providing solutions back to back. And they are like, what is going on here? What have you done? And just tell them, oh, I took a course, a 3-month course in business analysis. And here is what I've learned. And sometimes there was a particular lady actually that went through our class, and she literally was able to get a new role. Or they had to create the role of they had no idea. So most times some companies even have no idea that they need business analysts. But because of what she started to do, they created a new role for her, but she didn't even stay with them for up to a year. Within 6 months, she was able to pivot to a fully remote role as a BA, a junior business analyst. And trust me, the salary was smiling. It was smiling big. It was really, really smiling, right? Okay, as a builder, I would need deep coaching, though I'm enjoying the lecture, but I still feel like a novice. Don't worry. That's why Nibiant is here for you. That's why we're here. Let's do a bit. Let's do a bit and see what we have here. Yes, excellent. It has opened. So let's try something pretty basic. I want you to have a feel of this. I'm going to turn off my video so I don't distract you with my fine hair this night. I want you to focus. This is a class for focus. So we're doing free. We're doing free. We're doing free. So let's go here. Okay. Okay. Just go ahead and I think my network is slow here. Let me try Dora.io again. My apologies for this. It opened a while back. This is a network challenge. Okay. Okay, let's see. Still same thing. I'm having a bit of challenge loading this. I don't know why it's not loading. So I'm going to do something interesting, right? You typically ought to watch me do it, but I don't want any delays. So this is what I'm going to do. Hi, Blessing. You said yours has come up. Can you please share your screen? So you will have to teach everybody. Is Blessing still on the call? Hi, Blessing. Can you please share your screen?
Yes, I'm here. So I'm actually logging on the meeting on my phone. Then I was using I logged in on my laptop so I could do answer on alongside you. Just give me a minute. Let me send the link to my mail. Then I'll join from my laptop. Then I'll share my screen. Just
Okay,
give me a
that's
minute.
great. I'm also going to say, oh, excellent. I think it worked.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank you.
Yeah. So this was what I prepared, but not a problem. Let's go ahead and create something quickly. So we're going to be creating a process flow for an e-commerce shop. Okay, we're going to be mapping out a process for an e-commerce shop. Okay. Yeah, we are ready. So the first thing, like I said, when we were working with our documents, there was something that I showed us earlier, and that is the symbols. The symbols. These are the symbols. So we have the start, we have the arrow, we have the input, output, process, and decision. So I'm going to show you how we can use this. Awesome, it's loading. Well, I'm going to show you how we can use this. So when you are mapping a process for an e-commerce shop, the first thing you are looking at is the product management. You're looking at the order processing, fulfillment, customer service, and whatnot. So we're going to be implementing all of that right here. Okay. So Blessing, you're going to come to our aid again. Are you in?
Yes, I am. Okay, let me join on my laptop now. Please give me a minute. I'm coming.
Okay. So you can share. I'm going to stop sharing so she can share her screen. Are we ready? How are we doing, Blessing? Are you ready?
I'm coming. Just give me a minute. I'm going to link to my Gmail so I can access it on my laptop. Sorry.
Okay, so we're just going to, all right, great. I'm just going to keep sharing.
Okay, so I'm in on my laptop now.
All right, so you can please share your screen.
Okay.
So we're going to be using draw.io. It's easy to access. I'm having a bit of challenge. Okay.
You disabled me from sharing my screen. Yes, I think you have to give me access. Yes.
I'm actually in, so let me just share mine.
Oh,
It has
okay,
finally
okay.
worked.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you
Let me
so
log
much.
out my laptop. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so apologies for the delay. By all means, we'll create our diagram. So if you can see this, please let me know so we can start. Great, excellent. We are here. We are live. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. No.
Awesome. Okay, so these are the shapes. Like I said, the reason why we have tools is because it makes it easy for you to be able to, you don't need to put all the tools and ideas in your head. You don't need to cram it all. Okay? Apologies. You don't need to cram it all. So the first thing is start. Like I said, the start diagram is the oval shape. So when you see this, you see ellipse. One thing I like to do is to just search. I just search for what I'm looking for. And when you do that, it gives you different styles, shapes, whatever, start, end, whatever you want. So I like this. Let's use this. Now, the first thing you want to do is give your process a name. Okay? So we're going to give this simplified process for an e-commerce shop. Then, of course, you do your formatting, put it in the middle, and yeah, we are good. All right. Now, this is our start. If you want to adjust this without having the shape distorted, you just hold down your shift and it will give you whatever shape. It will give you the same circle in different sizes. Okay, so I don't care about the shape, I care about the size. So I'm just going to move this here. So now our process is about to start. This is basic. There is another one called swim lane. I'm going to secure, I'm just going to save the taste of that for those people that are going to be getting into our advanced class. But let me show you how this works. So you write your start. Now in your process, there is something interesting that works when you are using a flowchart. You see this arrow, it just gives you, okay, do you want to start another process, or do you want a task, or do you want whatever you want, whatever shape you want, it can just automatically give you. Let's say, for example, you want to write a decision. You just click on it and you get this, but no, we're not doing a decision now. We are basically going through a process. So I have it written down. That's another tip that you might not hear somewhere. Your shortest pen is longer than the longest memory, right? So you want to write these things down, write down your process. It helps you visualize it before you bring it up here. So the first process we have here is to add or edit products, update inventory, set price, and promotion. So let's do something basic. So let's just say, it's not going to be a detailed process. I just want you to understand one or two. So add products. So when you add product here, the next task is this is a task bar. Yeah, you can get creative and just write that. There's another thing I like to do. I don't like to, duplicate this. So what I just do, rather, I prefer to duplicate a particular size that I already have. So I just select and then I move here, just so it's same. You just copy this and then you move as well. Sorry. So let's do that again. So you just copy and then you paste. So just move it here. Okay. So you just add, so the next step is basically update inventory. Inventory. So typically, if we're using the swim lane, let me explain what a swim lane is. Swim lane basically helps you to organize your players, key players. Who are the key players? Key players are basically those people that are involved in any process that you're trying to map, right? So you know what? Let's just use the swim lane. It will make me explain one aspect of this process mapping better. So let's use this. And then we're going to copy this. We're going to cut this and paste it here. All right, so let's use this swim lane. Just type swim lane in your search bar. This will come up. It is basically used to determine the role of each player in a process. Now, this is the product management team. Product management team. They are the ones that's going to be starting the process for this mapping. And then we also have other processors, people that will be processing the orders. Then we have the fulfillment. Then now I'm going to show you how to add to your swim lane if it is not enough. Just scroll down, tap on this. So there are two ways. You can either select this last one and then you duplicate. Sorry. You can duplicate this, or you just go to where you edit and then you add. So now this is fulfillment. Then you can now change that to customer service. I know you would want to wonder, why is customer service here? Customer service is there because they are part of the process. For you to be able to understand how the shop exists, you need a customer service person. And then we have about 8 players. We have inventory management and the rest. But I'm going to stop there. I don't want us to have too many things to do for this class. So let's start. So you write your start. You can reduce this, like I said, just in case we need to come back here. You have your start, and then can you hear me? Kindly, your mic is on. Someone's mic is on. And then the next product is whose mic is on. Abdul, can you mute this person? Hi, Duru. Okay. So the next thing is you add products. We're just repeating what we had before. And then the next is you are going to add inventory or update your inventory. So most times when you are in a company, they give you their process, or when you ask, you note it down. That's what you now try to represent with all of this, right? So I want to add something extra that's not here. You set prices. Then I want to show you something. Now I'm going to indicate a task that the customer service person should do. Can you turn off your mic, please? Whose mic is on? Okay. All right, so I'm going to be adding a process. Now, you see the way this line is coming here. I'm just moving fast because I want us to understand some things. Now, when drawing your process map, let's assume there's a particular process from here all the way down to this particular person. You don't build a map in a way that it crosses. Abdul, can you mute the person that's speaking? Okay. So typically when drawing a process, your line doesn't cut across this way. And the reason is simple. Your process, if your line is cutting across, you're basically saying that it's overriding a process that has been set, which is not meant to be. So you want to arrange your process flow in a way that everything aligns. Now let's assume that a particular, let's duplicate this. Let's assume that the place the process is going to end is with the customer, right? There is something that would come somewhere, which is the decision box. So assuming this person has update into inventory, set price, when you update inventory, takes it to other processor. Let's say set up on site, assuming that's the process, and then set prices goes to customer service, and then you say impute prices in your list, whatever that means. I just want to explain something. So let's say for now this has been set, then the next thing is you want to have your decision box, and then you're asking questions like, is implementation done? For example, is implementation done? If you say something like yes, right? That's a text box now. No, we don't want this. So if this is a yes, then you can now say something like move to customer, right? And then if he says no, impute, this isn't right, so let's remove this. So if the next one is no, so I'm going to remove this too close to this place. So let's reduce this a bit. So let's assume that there is a no somewhere here. Is implementation done? No. Then it shouldn't be coming to customer. It should be going back somewhere up. I want to use this to explain something to you. Send details to CS. Then the next one comes here. When details have been sent, you can increase this to fit in. When details have been sent, you can now say something like, I don't like the way this is appearing. So let's change that. So I'm going to move this here. So you can now say something like, yes, I want this line to show. Perfect. So if the details have been sent and all, the process can now come back and basically I want this to end. You use your end box as well here. So let's say something like, I need an arrow here. Let me type arrow. Okay, so let's say implementation done, then the customer can place order, receive order. This is not an accurate process per se. And then the process ends. So ignore the write-ups there. I'm just trying to show you how each of these things can link to one another. When we're doing the actual, during the advanced course, I'm going to teach you a lot of other things that includes things like having sub-processes, how you are able to determine what goes where. If you want product management to do a particular thing, how to implement it, how to repeat a process and then not have it overlap. Those are the kind of things that we're going to be doing in the advanced class. But basically, when you understand how to run a process or draw a process map, you can easily even draw a process for your own self, for your budget, for your personal life, for your family, whatever. This is the process we follow. Let's say, for example, give mommy this, mommy gives daddy this, and all of that. A process is basically you knowing who to look up to. So like this decision box, like I said earlier, if this particular thing, this question that is asked here has not been done, you now know when you see the way the arrow is pointing upwards, you now know who to look out for rather, that has not completed the process. So you have to now go back to that person and say, this file has not been received. When the person does that, you go back again and then continue the process. I don't know. Are we following?
Yes, we are.
Do we see the connections now? So basically, a process flow or a process map is you just being able to get things up and running, right? Now I'm going to be going, we're out of time, and I'm going to be going to the next steps. Now we can see from what I did now, we could see how I was able to connect this using the arrows to this and then the decision box. That's like the most basic of process mapping. But honestly, without looking at the words, this already looks dramatic and genge. But because you listened to what I'm saying, you see that it's pretty easy. You just need to understand. And like I said, write it out in a way that is not confusing to anyone. All right. Just deleted something. Okay. That is not confusing to anyone. Okay. Did we enjoy this? So I'm trying to make it look cute. Bear with me. Okay, great. So did we enjoy this? Are we following? Do we see that it's not difficult to actually be a BA? You just need to be able to learn from the right person, learn from the right place, and then have everything structured. If you're trying to learn these things by yourself, it's not like you can't, but it takes a longer time. Now imagine working with us and then you have a process to it. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you, our next steps. Before we go to the next step, there are some people that I'm going to be inviting to the call to just share their experience with us. And they'll be joining us shortly. But this is the reason I want you to choose us at Nibient. We have expert instructors. Of course, you've heard me. The instructions that are going to be coming from the group are top notch. We're not doing anything subpar. We're not doing anything below standard. We're not doing anything that is less than should be done. Okay, we have practical sessions that we're going to have, industry connections, personalized mentorships, and the rest. These are going to be coming with us if you subscribe to our training. Okay, flexible learning, career support. We're going to be teaching you CV revamp, LinkedIn optimization. You know what? Let me share something with you. I want you guys to go and check me out on LinkedIn right now. I'm going to be dropping my LinkedIn URL on. I'm going to be dropping my LinkedIn URL on the call. Okay. I decided to become serious with my LinkedIn. Sorry, give me a minute. I decided to become serious with my LinkedIn a couple of I think a couple of months ago. Probably, yes. So that's my LinkedIn. I started my LinkedIn in March of 2023. That's just a bit over a year. And I started with 35 followers. Honestly, I just said, okay, do you know what? Let me test something. And I did, and it worked. If you go and check my profile right now, I will tell you honestly, even as someone who already has a company and someone that people are seeing that, oh, I already have a company that I'm running, I'm still getting offer letters. I'm still getting people view I have over 1,600 and something views on my, what's it called, on my profile on a daily basis. I have over 10,000 actual humans following me. And then I also have been able to get a lot of opportunities just from optimizing my LinkedIn. This is one thing that we're going to be showing you. There was someone else that we helped, and then that person was able to gain internship offers and all of that from the course. She's going to be coming live now. Hi, Magdalene.
Hi. Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay.
So Magdalene Botang she was one of our students, and thank you so much for joining. She won't be able to turn on our video because she has some personal reasons why she won't be able to turn on our videos aside from work. However, I would love Magdalene to share her experience. She basically had 3 months, I think 3 months training, right?
Yes.
She had 3 months training with us, and honestly, it was amazing. So I would love her to share her just go on, share your story with us. How was it working with us and everything? Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So, as she mentioned, my name is Magdalene Boating, and then I am a business analyst currently in the UK. I am in the UK currently. And then, first of all, I would like to say if you are here, you are in the right place actually, because the trainings offered by this organization is really top notch. It's really excellent. The delivery is excellent. They offer high in demand skills that you would just need, you've actually made a very good investment. And then let me say, before I started my training with Limwell, and then with a firm, I really had limited knowledge and then skills in business analysis. In fact, my confidence was very, very low. And then I didn't know if this was the career path for me. I didn't know if I could actually, get to the point where I'll be really excellent. I could put myself out there. I mean, she would tell you I really had low skills in BA, but then her organization offered me a very structured and a comprehensive hands-on training. It was just within a couple of months, actually. Like she said, about 3 months. Yes, and then within that period, I mean, the things I learned were top notch. She actually made things I thought were so complex in business analysis very, very easy to understand and then to apply them. It was really excellent. And then also, not only that, I think the training also helped me to build no, I think it actually helped me to build a standout professional profile on LinkedIn. I think I started with about 200 followers, but now I have close to 2,000 followers on LinkedIn. This is just within 3 months of working with Lemuel and then her organization. And I would highly recommend to everyone on this platform. And not to mention, I had an internship opportunity. Honestly, the LinkedIn optimization helped me to I had a lot of offers on LinkedIn. There sometimes, some days I'll just open my DM and then there's this job opportunity from this organization. They need a BA to do this and that and that and that. So honestly, I won't talk too much. Currently, I had an opportunity as an intern for one of the tech leading companies in the UK, to work as a business analyst. And then I've been able to directly apply all the things I learned, all the trainings I had from this firm into what I am learning now. And then honestly, I would highly recommend it to everybody here. So thank you very much for the opportunity. I think you are muted if you are talking, please.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you joining the call to just share your experience. So honestly, she's not giving the full gist. There are a lot that went in. We teach you how to connect with recruiters. We teach you the kind of messages. There was a particular period where she had to use a particular template of messages to send to recruiters, and she actually got an offer. She didn't mention that she got a job offer, but it was a part-time offer for 6 months. And because of her visa type, she couldn't take the job. So it's not like she didn't get the offer, right? So this is, imagine now, investing. The goal is for you to invest in yourself. right? And I have someone else I would love for her to share before I go into details of our courses and all. Beatrice, I don't know if you're on the call. Hi, Beatrice.
Hi,
Are
I'm
you on
here.
the
Hi.
call?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. Do you want
Hi.
to turn on your video? Yay. Hi, Beatrice.
Hi,
Thank you for
Lemo.
joining.
Bye.
Yeah, so please just share with us quickly your experience working with us, how it was, and all of that.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. For me, I'm not somebody who really likes figures. Figures, they scare the hell out of me. But I'm here in the US. I live in Aubrey, Texas. And I just realized that, if you really want to make something for yourself, you really have to learn to apply all these tools, business analysis tools. So my friend introduced me to Lemwa, and honestly, that was one of the best things that I did. I learned how to develop a lot, how to use, tools that you use to generate reports and all that I never had my hands on before. I learned how to use them, and she did my LinkedIn optimization for me as well. Which helped me because my LinkedIn was just, normal LinkedIn. But she went in there, did a lot of changes, did a lot of repositioning, and that was it. Please, sorry, excuse me. I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so working with her, she really tried to not tried. She did a lot of positioning for me on LinkedIn. She did a lot of positioning for me on how to use business analysis tools like the BI, Visio, Kanban, and all the tools that we're supposed to use to try and turn out reports. And I truly do not regret knowing Lemuel. Today I have a job in one of North America's biggest pharmacy benefit management company. It's an entirely different domain from what I'm used to because I've always been in telecoms all my life. But no regrets. The benefits are fantastic. The job is good. In fact, it they choke. The job, the salary they choke. So if you
Wow.
haven't done anything around business analysis, please take this as an opportunity. You're hearing from me. I'm telling you that, business analysis is where you should be. You can either go into pure analysis or you can look at the technical side of stuff, and go into software development and all of that. But with Lemuel, I honestly do not regret, taking those trainings, although I was doing like 3 trainings at the same time. So I was up to here, but I don't regret, taking those trainings. I never even thought I'll be able to do them. And so I thank her for her LinkedIn optimization. I thank her for the trainings that I still refer back to, the Google Classroom once in a while if I need to go back to learn anything. And it's really, really
Wow.
been very, very
Amazing.
helpful. So yeah, thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Beatrice. Thank you so much. So we're going to be moving quickly to the next steps. You've heard them. I don't think I should say a lot more. But like I said, there are benefits, amazing benefits. You get career growth, you earn a whole lot more. I literally, because I transitioned to tech, I literally moved from earning 65,000 naira as a social media manager within a year to the amount is amazing, honestly. So this is not something you want to miss. The skills you get developed, you become extremely relevant in your industry. You are satisfied, you work flexibly, you have more time with your family. Most times we prepare people for remote roles because that's where the world is going remote, right? But even if you want to work physically, if you want to work physically, this is an amazing opportunity. Personal growth, job readiness and all of that. You get the best when you are working with us. Now the question is, how ready are you? I have an opportunity that I want to share with you today, and it's the opportunity to change your life totally. We go beyond preparing you for technical expertise. We also prepare you, personal development, you grow. You literally are going to be growing when you are working with us at Nibiant. And what we're offering you is a 3-month intensive course that would allow you to become a professional business analyst. And like you've heard from them, within a short time, you get offers. See, Beatrice is working as a senior business analyst. No jokes. Someone that literally left the telecommunications as a manager, a project manager, and the rest. She literally, within a short time, transitioned into becoming a senior BA. And you don't want to know what the salary is, honestly. If I have my way, I will just relocate to US. You know, you don't want to know. These are the opportunities that you get with us. We're going to review your CV. We're going to show you how to maximize your LinkedIn for jobs. And you literally don't need to apply to 100 jobs for you to be able to get this. Now, this is the opportunity. Our cost is 320,000. However, there's a discount that is just for those people who have attended this VTS session today. And the discount is for 250,000. It looks really good to me, honestly. If I talk about how much I invested in the different schools just for me to gather this knowledge that made me become who I am today, I'm literally giving you all of this for free. Rather than go to another school for the theory, you have it here. Rather than go to another school for practicals, we're giving it to you. Instead of paying someone for LinkedIn optimization and CV revamp, we're giving it to you. Instead of paying for a job group, we're going to add you to our community where we're going to be sending links. There are companies that are internships is going to be part of our program. There are companies that reach out to us to ask for BAs and the rest. We recommend our own first before in fact we don't recommend others because we trust our people more than anybody else because we know that our program is very intensive. So if you want to take up this opportunity right now, Abdul is going to be sharing the details in the comment section, the Paystack link and the rest. Is going to be sharing it. And then I'm also going to be sharing if you're interested in this is the account number. If you want to do direct payment, just take the account number, take the direct payment. You're going to be learning a lot. Like I said, what you have learned in this class is just the tip of the iceberg. It's really just the tip of the iceberg. I'm waiting for anybody that wants to go on with this. Just take advantage of the course. If you have questions, this is the time for you to start asking. What questions do you have? What do you want to know? Why are you having challenges? How can I help you become a better version of yourself? That's the goal at the end of the day. Questions? Do we have people asking questions? Let's hear you. Any question? Do you have anybody asking any question who is interested, who wants to take the course right now? I have another discount, but first I need to know how many people are ready to take it right now. Let me see your hands. How many of you are interested in this BA class right now? Hi, Anifowoshe, excellent. So how can I get you to join me? Because I want to get into our cohort is starting in August 3rd. We have onboarding sessions coming up soon. We don't want anybody that has joined this call today to miss that opportunity. What do you want me to do for you? Do you need the account number? Do you need the brochure? Just let me know. I'm also going to be dropping my phone number in the chat. Send me a direct message. If you are struggling with anything, send me a direct message. Yes, please. Go on. You can ask your question. Yes, and if I will share, your hands are up. Do you want to unmute and speak? Ayomide, oh, excellent. Country code. So this is +234. Are you asking for the number? Yes, so +234. So I'm going to write it again. Who is going for the course today? Whoever wants to go for the course today, I have something for you, specially. But I want to see those hands. And if I would say, if you are going for the course today, I will give you the opportunity to pay in installments. Whoever is going for the course today, I'll give you the opportunity to pay in installments, in 2 installments. Okay, so I need you to take that action right now. I'm going to be writing the account number on the call so that it's easy for you. So let me quickly get that on the call. We have it on the slide, but I want you to have it easily. So when you make your payments, send me a DM. I will get you into the group immediately. I don't want you to delay for any reason. Your hands are still up. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Elijah, for doing this. The discount is up. Excellent. This is so if you prefer Paystack, write down, use the Paystack. If you want the account number, I'm also going to be dropping it here. I don't want anybody to miss this. Honestly, if you can get all of this for 250K, grab it, because when we get out of this call, it's going to be 320,000. But if you don't have the 250 right now, you can take the payment in installments. Okay? And that is what the link is there for. Installment payment is available right now. I want to see everybody that was on this call right there, because I see that you can become the business analyst that you've been dreaming of. And if you had no idea what it means to be a business analyst, I'm sure that you've been able to get that knowledge and you see yourself as one already. Okay? The opportunities are numerous. You can work in any industry. You can work for anybody. You can decide to build your own business. The opportunities are endless. And I love the fact that we get to even work fully remote without any struggles. You have more time for your family. I'm someone that loves homeschooling, and I'm actually homeschooling some of my kids. I started off with homeschooling my kids until I now took them to school. And doing that, I was still working full time. In tech, these are the opportunities that you get. You can plan your exit from your company. You can work it out. Beatrice is out of the call. However, before Beatrice reached out to us, she moved to US last year, and she had been applying and applying. In fact, she was sending over 20 applications on a daily. And then she just told me, oh, she's struggling. She wants to even relocate back to Nigeria. And I was like, for what? Let's do this. And then she took the course, and honestly, she's the best news for me. In 3 months, she landed a job. We teach you how to apply for this job. We teach you the exact sites to use, how to use your LinkedIn, how to write your CV, the soft skills, how to communicate, how to do. A lot of you need to be able to learn how to draw up your business requirement document and all of that. These and many more are the things, and the financial benefits are just amazing. If you are interested, this is the link here. The discount is available for you. Just take this discount today. Don't let it pass you by. Honestly, don't let it pass you by. Send me a message on WhatsApp. Let's get this started. Let's start your own journey. And then within 6 months, you are literally 10 times better than you currently are. 10 times better, 10 times better. Okay? So if you are interested in this, I want to see show of hands. I want to see you. I want to hear that, okay, opportunities are going up, right? I might not be the trainer for the next month. You better take the opportunity now, right? I know you have all enjoyed it. For those of you that might be having struggles with the Paystack payments, if you're having struggles maybe with your card or whatever, this is the account number to make payments to. Okay? Stanbic Bank. You have to make the payment now if you want to take advantage of this discount. I'm particular about the discount because I know with this discount, you won't get this value anywhere. You won't get this value anywhere with this discount. So take advantage of it now. If you are making payments now and you want to pay in installments, you can just make the payment of 150,000 and you secure your slot. The discount remains for you if you can make a payment of 150,000 naira now. So yes, the payment is now. Our class starts anytime soon. We just have less than a week. This discount doesn't go beyond this class. So take advantage of it now. Who else is ready to take this course? Who else is ready to become a super BA? If you want to relocate, see, don't follow the other people that are relocating to become farmers. Oh, please join my train. Okay, join the train, join the train. If you want to relocate, this is the best decision for you. Give yourself the time frame. For those of you having challenges with the pay stack, this is the account number. You can make a payment directly. Reach out to me on WhatsApp to get it sorted. That's my WhatsApp line. Send me a direct message. I'm going to attend to you personally. How many CEOs can you talk to? Yeah, I'm very free. I'm very, 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 very easy to reach. Okay. So I need you to take advantage of this. For those of you that are considering Jackpot opportunities are amazing for people who are professionally trained as business analysts. We're going to give you tips. Okay, and if that's a special request, send me a message with this particular request so that I can have that locked down. Who else is ready to go on with this? Who wants to take this opportunity? Just take a look at the discount from 320 to 250. You don't want to miss this. You really don't want to miss this, okay? Jackpot is sweet when you have good certificates. Trust me, UK certified. We don't joke here. We didn't come here to play. We came here to make it better, and we are sticking to our values and our vision of raising the top 1% tech giants in Africa. We also have an event coming up on the 27th of July, a physical event. So if you're in Lagos, Lekki, and you can get yourself to Oniru, please do well to join us on the 27th of July. I would love to meet you. I would love to greet you. I'd love to give you a warm hug. So you can save that date. We're going to be dropping the flyers in the communities. Hopefully you're part of the community. So who else is going for this opportunity today? Don't miss it. Okay? Don't miss it. You don't have to do crew care to Jackpot if you want to Jackpot, all right? We'll teach you how to relocate. You can get visa jobs, visa sponsorship jobs using these courses. BAs are highly, highly recognized, and they are people that can fit into any industry. You can work in accounting, the accounting industry. You can work in any industry because you basically are a middleman. You make things easy for people. So if you are interested, send me a DM. I'm waiting for your DM. I'm waiting to chat with you. Take advantage of the discount. Don't let it go. Okay, you can access our brochure here. I'm going to be sending this again to you guys. So you can access our brochure via this link. Here is the link. That's the link. So if you want to make your payment, please do so. When you open the link, I'm going to show you. Let's do a bit of practical on how to get it. So our platform is very easy to use. So this is the Nebiant Tech Store. We're excited to have you here. So if you're interested in the BA courses, you just click on business analysis, and then you choose the tier that you want. You want to make full payments, you can do that. You want to make installment payments, we have the one of 150. We have the one of 100,000. Don't miss it. Secure your slots. When you make payment of 100,000 before the class, the first 30 days of the class, you make your balance payment of 150,000. But I believe we're all ballers here. We're like the big boys and big girls of the town. So I'm expecting full payments from you guys, okay? Very easy to use, very easy to do. So who is going up next? If you need clarity, send me a DM. This session ends by 8 p.m. and I want us to benefit a whole lot from it. So any more questions? Do we have questions from anybody? Hi, Tolu. How has it been? I see Tolu Sam. Can you speak? Okay. Who else is here? Hi, Amiable. Amiable. I hope I pronounced it well. Can you help me pronounce your name? I hope I'm still on this call. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, give me your thumbs up. And I would like to hear from you guys. I already said at the beginning that this is an interactive session and I'm not talking to myself. So can we all hear me? Oh, great. Okay. Thank you, Elijah. So hi, Faiza. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you speak? Wow. We have muted people here. Is there anybody that can speak? I want to hear from someone. I would love to know where you joined us from, what part of this program you loved, and what your next steps are going to be. Okay, let me go through everybody. So who is speaking? Who's speaking? Who is sharing with me? Hi, Tolu, Faiza. There are a lot of names I cannot pronounce here. I'm trying not to murder people's names. Can you share questions? Hi, Tolu. I'm going to keep calling you till you speak. Is it necessary to have a tech background before start? No. So there was something I didn't mention. I studied fine arts. Okay. My first year undergraduate was fine and applied arts. My master's degree, fine and applied arts, but I am a BA right now. So no, you don't need to know coding or anything. Come as you are. Empty, surrender yourself to us. We will take good care of you. You don't need a tech background. Yes, Joseph, please go on. Is that the only question that I have here? Okay.
Yes,
Hi,
thank
Joseph.
you. Yes, lady. Glad to be part of this family. Reaching you from Ghana, perhaps the middle belt of the country. I love every bit of it because trying to move my life onto tech, trying to build a different professional line that will last beyond my retirement. And I think soft skills like these will live so many years to come. That is my reason for joining. So I'm looking for all the sessions. As long as you can make it affordable to people like me.
You can afford it. So that's also why I'm going to come back to you, Badmos. I'm just seeing the second question. My apologies. So that's why we're giving you the installment payment so that it's not so stressful. So you can make a first installment payment of 100,000 naira. So when you go, even if you're in Ghana, wherever you are, when you go on the pay stack, you can check the costs in your currency and you'll be able to make the payment seamlessly. If you are struggling with that, my phone number is on the chat. You can just send me a direct message and I will be able to walk you through the process. Okay, so you can make 2 payments. This allows you to be able to take advantage of the cost and the discount. That's what the discount is the reason why we held this program. So you get a taste of it. Okay, you know, like when a restaurant is opening and then they just want people to taste their kind of food. That's what we're giving here. But there's a whole lot more that you will get if you join us. So please take advantage of the installment payment. Just like I shared, go on the link, click on the kind of installment you want, either the one of 150 or the one of 100,000, and make the payment. I would love to have you in class. So Badmos, yes, the tools that you are going to be needing, you're going to be learning Excel, Microsoft Excel. You're going to be learning Power BI. You're going to be learning SQL. And then you're going to be learning Jira, how to use Jira, a project management tool that helps you to just manage. Basically, it helps you to consolidate everything into one platform. And then we also have the process mapping tools, PPMI tools. Either you're going to be using Draw.io, Lucidchart, MSVCO. They are all the same. So anyone that you want is available for you. These are some of the tools that you're going to be learning. You're going to learn how to draw up a business requirement document, software requirements document. You're going to learn functional requirements. You're going to be doing gap analysis, business case, RSI metrics. It's a lot. Just join us. Yeah? Did I answer you, Badmos? I hope I answered you well. So who else?
Yes, ma'am. You tried.
Thank you. So are you joining us today?
I'm still trying to consider the price because
the price is not an issue. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a perfect example. When I was transitioning, I paid, like I said, I paid for 3 different schools. The first one was 250. The second one was 300. The third one was 250. Now, let me help you to do the multiplication and addition. To let you know that this is not an expensive cost. So I literally spent 250, okay, plus 300 plus 150. I spent 700,000 naira transitioning to tech for just business analysis. And I had to go through different schools to be able to achieve this. But here, you are literally dividing the 700,000 into 3. 250 is not a lot, honestly. It's an investment in you. Just like we want to say things like, oh, I want to invest in Forex, I want to invest in crypto. This is an investment in you. Because at the end of the day, this knowledge cannot be lost. Even if you don't want to resign from your company, you're going to get, see, I beat my chest and I tell you, you're going to get promoted. Because by the time you are done with the class, and then you have a presentation, we're going to teach you how to do presentations. Don't you like my slides? You're going to learn how to do all of this. By the time, part of the reasons why you're going to be learning this is, we're going to give you up to 5 real life projects to work on. And when presenting your projects in class, we are going to do slides for us. If you're someone that didn't know how to do slides, you're going to learn it in the class because you have to present your project. You're going to be able to build your own business analyst portfolio, right? When you're presenting in your company, you're already in your company, and then you want to present to them, and then they see a dashboard, our current states, our future states. Trust me, you're getting promoted. If you're not getting promoted, you're getting job offers in your LinkedIn and you leave the company. Financial stability, financial increment, whatever comes with this course, right? Personal development comes with the course. Okay, so take advantage of it now. Don't miss this opportunity because, to be honest, 250 is cheaper than 320. Mr. Basmos, am I expecting you? I hope I've convinced you enough. Imagine if you needed to learn these things on your own, you have to take a long time, because one problem with self-paced learning is the fact that you don't have accountability. But working with us at Nibiant, an instructor learning process. Okay, I'm going to be in your DM. Please send me a message or don't drop your number here. Just drop a message with me and I'll reach out to you personally. Thank you so much. So when the difference is there is no accountability with an instructor-led program, every week we're on your case. Have you grown? Have you done this? Have you learned? Have you done this? Have you presented your project? And then we have competitions. We have a lot in our community. You're going to enjoy competitions. We might come up with hackathons that you will do. By the time you are done with the 3 months, you have projects that you can look back to and you're like, wow. So I'm going to show you, before I end. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing. You can get that detail from our brochure. However, our classes are weekends. You don't need to, we won't be taking the classes during the week. Our classes are weekend to accommodate those who are already working 9 to 5, to accommodate people who want to be a part of the class. So our classes are going to be weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays from 11 to 2 p.m. and then Sundays in the evenings. So you would be very, very available for the class. You wouldn't miss anything. However, every training is recorded and you have lifetime access to that material. So if you get into the class and you're unable to meet a particular class time, you have the training and the recording available for you to consume. Training materials are all available for you to consume. And you also have access to us as per mentorship. You don't know, you don't understand the particular course, you can ask questions. We answer the questions for you and whatnot. Any more questions? Faiza? Our next session is August 3rd, but we're closing out enrollment for August 3rd in the next couple of days. And after this class, after this VTS session, the price is going back to 320,000 naira. So please don't miss it. Yeah? Faiza, have you made your payments yet? Joseph, Elise, have you all made your payment? Thank you, Mr. Badmos.
Not yet.
Okay, so when are we expecting you? Where are you joining us from? Can you please pronounce your name and let us know where you're joining us from?
My name is Elise Giringiro. I'm from
Oh,
Rwanda.
wow, Rwanda, excellent. Thank you so much for joining us. So are we expecting your down payment today?
Mm, No, I'm not ready. I have to
Oh,
look for
wow.
money.
Okay, so why not send me a personal message and I'll walk you through how you can be ready. Trust me, I'll make it work for you. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody who's too shy to share with me on the call why you can't take the course now and how best I can help you, please send me a message. I'm going to be walking you through the processes and how to make it easy for you. I have amazing plans for any. There is no problem in this world I cannot solve. That's why maybe. Okay, let's work this out. I want every single person on this call to benefit from what we're about to do at Nibians. Okay. All right, so we have Anifowoshe joining us. We have Badmos joining us. If your name is not on this list, what are you thinking about? Why are you not answering? Why are you not joining? Joseph is joining us too. I see him. I saw he typed okay. So I'm expecting Joseph as well. So if I didn't call your name on this list now, hi, Tolu is joining us as well. Tolu, you're joining the August cohort, right? If nobody joins Seth, Tolu, I mean, yeah, exciting. Thank you so much. This is amazing. I'm so excited. I'm happy to have you all in the class. If I've not called you, why am I not calling your name? Faiza, don't you want more money? There is someone I've not called since Dolakbo. Who is Dolakbo? I would love to hear you speak, please. Just before we end the call in the next 2 minutes. Hi, Dolakbo. I would love to hear you speak. Dolakbo has gone to fry plantain. Hi, Dolakbo. Can you hear me? So the people that have not indicated that they are joining this cohort, Chineye, I've not heard from you. Faiza is shy, so I'm expecting that she will send me a message. Hi, okay. So are you joining this cohort? I want you to join this cohort because I like your name. I'll be calling you Dolly in the class. Are you joining this cohort? If your name is not part of the names I'm calling now, you need to hands up and tell me why. Tolu is joining. Awesome. Thank you, Tolu. See, Tolu is already going on. You wish to, okay. You know, every wish at Nibians comes to pass. That's how we work. So if you wish to join us, please send me a message. I want to see your message tonight. I would like to walk you through the process, how we can make this work, how you can join us. Not a problem. Just send me a message. If you lost my number, I'm going to be dropping it again. Send me a message. Let's see how this thing can work for us. Okay, it will be so good to have everybody on this call in our next virtual session, giving testimonies that, oh, I landed a job. I got promoted. I'm a millionaire right now, which is very possible. A lot of our students are now millionaires. Please, if you are earning less than 200,000 naira, go and borrow the money to pay for this course because you need it. Okay, very, very important. Thank you all so much for joining us. Yes, definitely. You're going to be getting the videos. You're going to be getting anything you need. Just let us know. We'll give it to you. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for staying all the way. It was amazing having this session with you guys. And I would really love to hear from every single one of you and see how we can move this forward. So please send me a message. Reach out to me. I'm very, very accessible. I'm like on my WhatsApp 247. I rarely sleep. Okay. So any time of the day you send me a message, expect me in your DM, right? Thank you all so much and have an amazing, amazing night ahead. If you still have any question, reach out to me, reach out to Elijah, reach out to Tarela. Any of us can answer you immediately. Thank you again, Badmos, Joseph, and Ifowoshe. We're fully remote company. That's why we train a lot of people to work fully remotely as well. But not a problem. You can confirm our viability across all platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, and then we are on my WhatsApp. Okay, I'm alive and well. You can see me. I'm everywhere. So if you need to check for credibility, we are very credible. You are not going to waste your money with us. All right. Okay. Any more questions? We're shutting this down in the next few seconds. All right. Have a good night, everybody, and hope to see you in the advanced business analysis class. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, Elise. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Badmos.
That there is no violence within our